Welcome to episode 15 of Dusty Valley. Stick around, for this episode Dusty starts the sawmill production chain. I take the produce from our market garden and sell it for a tasty little profit. Oh, and Dusty gets his tools out. Good morning everybody and welcome back. So nice to see you all again. So nice to have you here. Dusty and I are back from our holiday. We had a fantastic time, a week away, hot sunshine, palm trees, cocktails, beer, and those of you who have been following along with the posts, the odd barbecue, some cracking steaks. We are back though and we are ready to get on with our work here today. It's February, first half, 7:55 in the morning, 206 euro bucks in the bank, and I'm just here having a look at the sheep and they are super happy. Let's open the gate here, step inside. Yeah, so the guys are doing well. I say guys, but actually they're obviously, of course, all girls. We will get a ram in at some point just to increase the stock, should we say. Happy days. These are a new acquisition. I managed to, well, I just went ahead and did it. I was going to say I managed to persuade Dusty, but of course no one persuades Dusty anything. So I let him get his own way. Oh goodness. And we've got ourselves the sawmill, which I'm sure Dusty's going to want to talk about later on. And I went off and purchased these happy little sheep guys. So I'm going to just make sure they've got enough food. I think it's grass they're on at the minute, and we've got plenty of that in the silo over there. And make sure these are all fed and healthy. Just want to have a look inside, because if you have a look, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we already have our first little half pallet of wool. We've got some grass in the troughs already, so actually I think they're going to be okay. I think we can just leave the sheep on their own for the next couple of weeks. They'll be happy. But while we're here, I think I'm going to go have a look at the chickens, because I think we've got some more chicks. And there's a little baby duck. Hello, duckling. Hello, matey. Come say hello. Sweet. So we've got ducks for duck eggs, and we've got plenty of chickens. In fact, if you just look out here, you can see all the chicks just running around the yard, happy as you like. Look at that little one there. Go on, son. The eggs are coming along quite nicely. There's a couple up there, so we'll get that into a sale point at some point. I think November is the best time of year. I've got it on the PDA, and yeah, we can check all that when the time comes. I just want to come in here really and just see how many chickens we've got. Now that's quite surprising. We have got 150, which is way more than I thought we'd have. So these chickens have been having fun, shall we say, and we've got plenty of chicks. So it looks like we have 36 male ducklings. So what we'll do is we'll wait till they mature, and then we will just sell a couple of those off. We only need a few males. We want mostly females if we're going to keep propagation going at a sensible rate. We've got 32 male chicks. So again, once they have matured, we can send those off to the abattoir, and that'll be meat for the market. And we'll keep the females in order to keep population going and also to generate eggs.
Well, good morning, y'all. It's been a while since I seen you around here. Me and the YouTube guy had a real nice vacation. I just moored myself up on the beach there, whiskey in hand. Man, that was beautiful. The computer guy seemed to have a nice time as well, though I ain't a fan of them Bermuda shorts he was wearing, and we both came away feeling pretty relaxed. First thing I'm gonna do is jump in the fence here. This puppy needs a bit of repair, a bit of maintenance to make sure she stays strong. In fact, let's have a look what I got on my list for today. There's a few things around here that I need to turn my hand to. First thing's gonna be the strapman. That trailer's pretty banged up. Let's make sure that she's in tip-top condition before we do our next run. Underneath that, we got our Fendt 1050 here, which I'm sat in now. Those two together are pretty much the workhorses of the farm. Third item's just the weight. I ain't too bothered about that. Well, then a quick look at number 4, number 5. I don't think I'm gonna bother about the Dynaflex. We ain't gonna be harvesting for a while. She'll be okay just sat there waiting. And then of course we got the Volvo. Now we are using that quite a bit. Well, I like to try and keep everything above 90% if I can. 88's good enough for me. So I'm gonna pick up the trailer with the Fendt here, take it round to the yard, do a bit of maintenance.
Now, it is February, and what that means is we are going to be able to sell a lot of our produce coming out of our greenhouses and those plots up the other side of town. So, I'm just having a look at the trailer here. I don't know how much I can get on this. I think it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get 8 on a layer. And I reckon we could do 3 layers. What do you think? 3 layers on the back of this little blue trailer. I'm trying to have a think about what we've got back up there at the greenhouses. I will have to check back on my notes, but I think we've got enough to get on here. And then it's a case of driving it all around. So once Dusty is finished with the Fendt, which he's doing some maintenance on now, then if he doesn't need it, I'm going to head up to the greenhouses and get some stuff sold.
Now the pickup is where most of the damage occurs. Each of these little tines can get bent over, then it just has a knock-on effect. Whole machine becomes less efficient. So this is where I'm gonna start. Get the tines realigned and straightened up, then I'll have a look at the rest of the trailer. Yeah, overall she's in a pretty bad state of repair. Her paint condition's real bad. But I ain't too worried about that. It's gonna cost me about $7 grand to fix her up, but she's a vital piece of equipment here on the farm. I'll best get on with it. I'll catch you around later on.
Having a look in the silo here, we have got about 20,000 litres of TMR, and that's okay just to have as a backup. I do need to get some more over to the cow, so what I'm gonna do is grab the mixer and mix up another batch. I'm curious to see just what we've got in the hay barn up there. Let's put my torch on. Let's get up the ladder. So what have we got? Ah, we've got 3 big bales, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like another tiny one behind that. Nothing else up here. So I think I'm going to drive round with the JCB here. I'll put the fork on the front, yeah, and we're going to head all the way around and actually drive across the top. She's a big old heavy machine, but I don't think we'll have a problem. Let's drop the forks off. I'm going to have to move the bucket out of the way, and then I'll pick up the bell fork right behind it. I stick the bucket just in front of the silage here because that's basically where I'm going to need it in a minute. Let's drop that down. There we go. So, has anybody else had a happy summer holiday? Have they been away? Have you been down the beach? Have you been rock climbing? Have you been... What is it you've been doing? Tell me, stick a comment below. I'm interested to see what you guys out there in the real world actually get up to. Bale fork is on. Okay, let's get around and head up into the hayloft. Alright, take it easy, because as much as I'm confident that these massive old wooden beams will take the weight of this JCB, really what we want is a small skid steer. This is quite heavy. I think we're okay. Yeah. No creaking, no wobbling. We are stable. Okay, so I'm going to grab a big one off the top there. Up we go. About there, I think. Right, I think that is good. Yeah, let's lift up. Right, we've got a bale. Let's ease on out. Checking the mirrors. It's not going to be easy to turn around. Bit of reverse here. Over the shoulder steering. Yeah, we're okay. Steady. Mind that post. Okay. Okay, this is pro. No, steady. Oh, would you believe it? Where it bumped, I lost the bale. Okay, let me go pick that up. Try that again. Now the question is, where do we leave the mixer? I presume it's in the barn with the cows. So what I'll do is I will leave the telly here. That should be more than enough. And then I can park in and whiz straight under there. There she is.
I've hooked up the dispenser here. Means we can add on all the extra additive when we're picking up the grass. That should give us the best kind of feed for our cows and our sheep. I just gotta run the cable through the loom, make sure she's all hooked up in the cab.
Just hopping up onto the back here. There's some steps. Just checking that there's nothing in the back, which doesn't appear to be, so I think we're okay. So I can head on round. As I say, I'm going to park underneath that bale, make life a bit easier for myself. And then I can head straight underneath this silo, pick up the hay. Right, I think I'm going to have to judge this. So looking at where the boom is, boom's over the cab, boom's over the back, should be about there. That's not great. I forgot that the actual hopper is much further back on that machine. Still, I can jump inside the JCB and move things over. There we go. So, let's get that down. It may be too much, but we can always dump stuff off if we feel that there is too much in there. Okie dokie. Right, let's get this down, and I can move that away. Go get the bucket attached. I put in about 2,000 litres of straw, give or take. It's hard to really know unless you're actually in the cab of the mixer. Edge my way underneath the pipe here. About there, I think. Okay, I may have overdone it there with the hay, but we'll soon see. Hay is, well, straw's the least expensive item here. Hay's the next least expensive, but we have got an awful lot of hay. We've actually got a lot of silage, to be fair, but the effort certainly is in the silage. So if we can just kind of minimise the amount of silage we use, we should be okay. Right, let's unfold this bad boy. Edge myself forward. Pick up as much as we need, and then I'll check the ratios. Can always dump some off and start again later. It's not a terrible position to be in. Okay, that might be enough. Just checking there. That's not a bad state of affairs, actually. I would say I've pretty much nailed that. I'm really chuffed. 10% on the straw, 44 and pretty much 45 on the hay and the silage. That's the best I think I'm ever going to do it. Okay, I didn't get any additive in this time, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's go feed some cows.
Well, my goodness, 1050 is gonna cost nearly 10 grand to repair, but as I said, I've gotta make sure this puppy's on the road. Even so much as one day out of operation can really set things back here. I ain't gonna worry about the weight. I think that's me done for now. Everything's had a little bit of dusty TLC. If you ever feel like you need a hug, you just leave Dusty a little comment down below, and I'll see what I can arrange.
We're going to have some happy cows. They're always hungry. They eat unbelievable amounts of food. Okay, let's start tipping off. There we go. Happy days. Happy cows. Wow, there's a lot of muck in there. Going to have to get that out as well. So the TMR is back to 24,000 litres. Productivity, 100%. Health, 100%. We've got 28,000 litres of milk. 10,000 litres of straw for the beds. They're happy with that. We are really starting to edge towards maximum capacity for slurry though. If we buy a slurry tanker, we can spread it on our fields, or we can take the advice of one of our fans and buy ourselves a storage tanker and maximise how much slurry we can hold until we need to start using it.
Hey, computer guy. I'm all done with the fix and repair. Vent and the trailer's all healthy as you like now. That'll see us through another season. You want to take the Fent now? She's all yours.
Yeah, thanks, Dusty. Great. I'll jump in her straight away.
Well, you would not believe the weather out here today. It's only February, but it's almost 25 degrees. Gonna push up to 35 later on. People say there ain't no thing as global warming, but 35 degrees in February, that ain't right. Anyway, while I put the JCB away, I might as well explain what happened last time down at the sawmill. Now, computer guy was right. The old boy down there did not want to sell his business. But your old friend Dusty, he's got a way of persuading. It's all about finding the right pinch point, just squeezing ever so gently like, till they come around to your kind of thinking. So TLDR, we decided on 100K of investment down at the sawmill, with a clause that means we cannot buy that carpentry for at least a year. I think he's going to try and work out how much he can get that business up and running if we were to supply the lumber, but between you and me, I think we'll end up buying that as well. So once the YouTube guy's back, we're going to grab the Fent. I'm going to get some lumber down into the sawmill. Time to make some money. Jesus Christ, this is one hell of a fat duck. You right there, fatty? Yeah, I think you'll go real nice with some orange sauce.
My goodness, it is turning out to be a super hot day. Wow. Right, there's a couple more pallets in there you can just about see. I'll pick those up on the way back. I don't think there's any more by the fields here. No, we're all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head and load up what we stacked in at the end of last month before things actually start to spoil because of the heat. There we are. That is one empty barn and everything is loaded on the back of the trailer. Let's just get everything closed up as it should be. And here we are. A trailer laden with, let's have a look, 4 pallets of strawberries, 3 pallets of normal lettuce, 3 pallets of red lettuce, 2 tomatoes and 2 melon. Now, if I just get these strapped on, the 3 at the back I've quite carefully stacked together because these are all going off to the restaurant. The lettuce here is going over to Chez Mimchi. And the 4 pallets of strawberries on the front are going over to Le Jardin. So 3 drop-offs. I need to work out exactly where I'm going on the map. But once I've closed the doors on the greenhouse... Oh, no way. Is that another pallet in there? Oh, I think it is. We've got more strawberries. Okay, let me go get the tractor. I'll pick that up and then we'll hit the road. There we go. If you're interested in the stats, 1,000 tomatoes, 2,500 strawberries, 1,500 lettuce, 1,000 melon and 1,500 red lettuce. Not a bad haul for our first amount. I have no idea how much we're going to make. Let me make a plan and a route for our first drop-off. this is actually going to be quite an easy route. So straight in front of us, as we pull out, we've got the restaurant. Then we have Le Jardin des Fermiers, which is the farm shop, and the farm shop is literally out here, turn right. And then lastly, we've got Chez Mimchi Alfredo, which is the ice cream store. So we could almost pretty much throw everything out of the back of these greenhouses, and that's why this little operation is so perfectly located to service the businesses around the area. Just gone 1 o'clock, and there we go. San Giovanni, straight ahead of me, is the restaurant. And I wonder how we get in. I think we're going to have to go up, turn right, and then turn left. So let's just ease out, mind the traffic, and get things delivered. I think we want to turn left here. There we go, and left and in. Just having a look, I want to back up. Yeah, see, there's the delivery doors there, so we really want to drop off here. And I think if I come in, yeah, there really isn't a lot of space to turn around. I think I'm going to go back out on the road and reverse all the way back in there. Okay, let's see how well this goes. Going to have to take it easy, real easy. Thank you for waiting, chap. Steady as she goes. Come on, I want you to swing, swing, swing and not jackknife. Oh, it's going well. Steady. Steady. Lean around there. Right, now I've got to go full swing. Turn view. Not hit that white car. I think we're good. Oh no! Oh, damn it. I scraped it. Don't think anyone saw. Let's get this done quickly before anyone complains. Okay, there we go. I've edged forward. And now I'm coming back. Okay, so I've got to get this right. I don't want to offload the wrong stuff. That seems to be working. Let's unstrap these. Unstrap these. We want to keep the lettuce and we want to keep the strawberries. There we go. I've just moved a couple of pallets across. And that is all in the San Giovanni Neapolitan pizza. Lovely, lovely. Job done. Right, I'll check the funds later on, but for now, we can't hang around. We've got places to go. Right, so the next one is Le Jardin, the farm shop, which is just out here on the left-hand side, as you can see. I'm not entirely sure, again, where I'm meant to be dropping off. I presume around the back there. Let's just make sure I don't hit any cars. Let's head in here. Right, so I want to drop off just by those doors. What am I dropping off here? This is the strawberries, which is at the front. So if I'm careful with this, I should be able to ease in and hopefully not sell the wrong stuff at this point. As soon as that starts to sell, we are happy. That'll probably do. Last few strawberries going in. Let's restrap these ones. And we are done. Okay, so the final stop off, Le Mimchi Alfredo. We're coming out the back of Le Jardin, the farm shop. So, yeah, there it is, straight ahead. Easy peasy. As I say, very, very close together. Over on the side because I think I can just take these off by hand. Okay, there's the first one. Get that down and sorry chap. Oh, is that Dusty's granddad, do you reckon? Christ. God, he looks well like Dusty. Right, let me just slide this over here. This is probably going to go into all their BLT sandwiches. Slide it in. Oh dear, there's two. And the last one, there's three. So 3 pallets of lettuce to the Shay, Mimshi and Freddo. That is 3 businesses fed with our produce. Now it's time to go back and tot things up. Right, I am back at the farm. Nice journey back. I'm just swinging around because Dusty's going to want the trailer to go straight out and do some forestry. I think that will do there. Ready to go. Right, engine off. Let's go find the old boy.
So, how'd you get on, computer guy? You make enough money to cover the maintenance fees?
Oh yeah, I reckon so, Dusty. Easy. Certainly cover the maintenance fees plus a little bit of profit, which is nice.
Well, go on then. How much do you reckon we made?
Well, assuming our invoice is clear, which I'm sure they will, my estimate so far is lettuce 4.8k, tomatoes 2k, strawberries 16k, red lettuce 9.1k, and melon 8.7k.
Not too bad considering that's only been running a couple of months. So by my calculation, I reckon you pulled in about 26.2 thousand euro bucks.
Yeah, that's right. 26,000. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all.
No, it ain't. Now I'm gonna take the Fenton and the trailer over to our forest, gonna fell a couple more trees, chuck on them logs, get them in the sawmill, and then you watch, YouTube guy. We're gonna start flying, because that's where the money is. Forestry. Well, come on then. Let's get this lumber loaded on. That's a pretty good job, YouTube guy. How's it looking up there?
Yeah, that's right, Dusty. If you just get that last strap on, I think we'll be done.
Alright, here she goes. You're all strapped on now.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad load. Not bad at all. This is where we are at. We have 0 wood in the sawmill as expected, and we're going to output planks and wood chips. So let's get this wood in, see how much is there, and start another production chain. And there we go, 13,889 units of wood lumber into the sawmill. Fantastic. That's slowly chipping away, as you can see, and we're going to be producing planks. I just wish we could have bought the carpentry, because we could have then turned those planks into even more lucrative products. But if Dusty's made the deal with the old boy, then we should stick to it. Certainly is a busy operation. The sawmill is always loud and there's always a lot going on. Some lengths that have come out there. I don't think that's for us to sell. I think that's old stock. Whole place needs a bit of a paint by the looks of it. But yeah, it's doing well. Lots of storage. Oh, and look! We have output! Oh, fantastic. We are underway already.
Yeah, these are just a runoff from the last batch of lumber. Moisture content's a bit too high. We'll store them outside and let them dry, but they ain't high enough grade for furniture. That's okay. We can sell them off down at the carpentry, give the old boy something to work with, and the rest we can sell ourselves.
Oh, Dusty, I'm well chuffed. I should never have doubted you. I know we had our arguments before, but this is good. We have got sheep, we've got cows, we've got chickens, we've got our dairy. Oh my goodness, a dairy, we should check that. And now we have got a sawmill. We are going to start making money, my friend.
Stick with Dusty. It's what I always say.
Well, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is starting to set. It's a wonderful place to stop. We have made some proper money for the first time since being here, and Dusty is finally satisfied now that he's got his lumber production underway. Next month I'm going to have a bit of a think about what we are going to do with Field 63. So stick your comments down below if you've got any ideas. Until then, take care guys. See you soon. Bye bye.